Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is SubZeroExtabyte and today we are going to be playing some more Minecraft. Today I am going to be wearing a bunch of different armors as I was wandering the internet and found a really amazing mod that provides a bunch of cool and different armors that aren't in Minecraft but really need to be. Some of these armors are the coolest things that I have ever seen and I cannot wait to try them all out, show you them all today. It's going to be a bunch of fun and I bet none of you can wait to get started. The first armor that I'm trying on, as you can see, is actually really cool. It is made of stone. This is really different and I've always wondered why there is no stone armor, but to think about it, it would be really heavy and it would be hard to run fast. It blends in with other stone really well. You could probably use this armor deep in a cave to camouflage from scary mobs that are trying to eat and kill you. Let's take that off and try on another. We have so many to cover. This could possibly take all day. The next armor that I'm going to try on is actually pretty awesome. Next up is armor made up of oak wood planks. This armor can be crafted out of wooden planks and is so cool. I think it is one of the nicest looking armors in the whole set. Look at how cool and awesome I look in this wooden armor. I think I might need to get some sandpaper and carve down the edges of each piece, however, because I think I can feel myself getting splinters all over my body. Splinters are horrible and I can't stand them. It takes me ages to get them out of my fingers. I remember I used to get splinters in my hands all the time. Small pins of wood that dig deep into your skin. I am going to build a wood wall so that you can see that I really blend into the other wood behind me. This would actually be a really useful armor if you were in a survival server and you decided to hide in a house or camouflage yourself behind some wood, which is really cool. I am going to get rid of this wall so that I don't leave wood lying around so noobs can track me, and then head up to the top of this hill to test out some more armors. We have only done 3 so far, which isn't much, so we need to gather more and try them on. Let me take the oak wood plank armor off. The next armor is another really cool one to help me blend into some really cool blocks. One of the most common blocks in all of Minecraft is dirt, so I'm going to get a full set of dirt armor and also a grass helmet. These dirt armor pieces could help you if you were in a sticky situation and needed to hide yourself in the mud and the dirt. It wouldn't be very pleasant, to be honest, as dirt isn't very strong, so it can't hold together that well, and I imagine that it wouldn't be a very strong set of armor, so I guess that you would just use this for camo. It is a decent armor set if you are trying to get away from some players in a jungle or forest with lots of dirt and grass. It is actually a really useful armor, come to think of it. Who would have thought that dirt would create a really nice set of armor? It does stink quite a bit though, and I think my friends would laugh at me a lot if they saw me on this. Okay, I think next, after that, we need to try out an even better set of armor. What about one that actually gives us a cool effect? I am going to fly up and head all the way over to this body of water near here to dump some armor. This next set of armor is going to be really cool, but first I need to strip off all the dirt armor that I have. If I am going to be wearing all sorts of dirty armor, I need to get clean, and I had so much mud all over me from that last set of armor that I could do with some sponges. Luckily this mod provides some sponge armor, which is really cool. I can use this to take away any dirt away from my skin and clean myself up. Squeaky clean. The sponge armor actually has a really special ability. As you know, sponge blocks in Minecraft can be used to absorb water, so naturally this set of armor that I am wearing can be used to actually absorb water. Here you can see under the water with this armor, when I activate it, it randomly sucks up a bunch of water in a small radius around my player character, which is really cool. I almost feel like SpongeBob SquarePants. If you have ever seen that cartoon show, then like this video or leave a comment saying your favorite episode or character from SpongeBob SquarePants. I will go to some more shallow water, and here you can see it working really well. You could probably use this to clear any water. Maybe this would come in handy if you need to breathe underwater, or even if you need to build an underwater base. Also with this mod, the effects of the armor will only activate if the full set of armor is on the character's body. Okay, now let's look for a different armor to try on, and we can get rid of the sponge armor for now. I think it is time to try out another armor that can be used in really interesting ways. This bookshelf armor is actually really cool, and if you combine it with the wood textures on the boots and helmet, then you will look like a walking bookcase. I am going to grab some bookcases and some wood so that I can actually show you how to blend in if you were trying to use this armor in survival. Let's grab some wood and place that down with the bookshelves just on this piece of dirt and show my by self-camouflaging. This armor is also really colorful and you can see all of the books. It would be funny if you could take books out of the bookshelf and read them while you were wearing the armor. I've always thought that in an update they should add 3D bookcases of some kind that you can actually fill up with books. I think that the way they should do it is so that when you make a bookcase, you actually start off with no books and you have to craft your own to put them in the bookcase, and you could also color the different books with dyes to make them different colors in the shelf, which would be so cool. Also, it would be awesome to have shelves as well, but I am going on with myself. You know me and how I like to ramble. Let's try out the next set of armor. Okay, I think it is time to try an armor that is a bit more cooler, to be honest. Don't you guys think? My favorite armor so far has got to be the sponge armor because it actually had an effect. Don't worry guys, things are actually going to get a lot more interesting as we go along and try cooler and even more useful armors. The next one we will be testing out is actually glass armor. Now this also has a special ability, but to activate it you have to put the entire set of armor on. As you know, glass is transparent, which means you can see through it really easily. So if I was to wear glass armor, normally you would just see straight through it and into me, which is really pointless, and also you really don't want someone to hit you when you are wearing glass armor because it could so easily smash and cut you all over. The amazing superpower of this armor is that when you put it all on, it automatically turns you invisible. You can of course see the glass texture, but say for example you went behind a window or underwater to swim, you would be more or less invisible to anyone. This is a really cool way to get invisibility early in Minecraft. Otherwise you would have to craft a bunch of potions, which would take forever and ever, as you would need to go to the nether and get diamonds and all sorts of ingredients and then actually learn how to make the potion. But with this armor, all you need is glass. The next armor we are testing out is actually quite similar to the glass. It is actually water armor, and if you use it and put it on in a full set, you will have a great ability. I am not sure how you would craft water armor. Maybe with buckets of water, as you can't get water source blocks legit in Minecraft except for buckets. This armor allows you to actually turn invisible underwater, so it would be really easy to hide away from someone or sneak under the water to perhaps reach an enemy base. Another cool thing with this armor is that it probably gives water breathing, so you don't have to worry about how long you are submerged underwater. I hate holding my breath and it's annoying having to come up for air when you start drowning, so this would actually be a really cool armor to try out. It is now about time that I dumped out all of the armors I have stored up to make room for new ones. Oh boy, I'm so excited to get started on trying out some of the really cool armors that you guys have no idea about yet. Isn't this so fun? I hope you guys are finding this interesting and have found an armor that you really want to try on. Of course I can't cover every single armor in the mod, as that would take so long to do, but I bet you guys could go and try to find some of these armors and test the abilities out for yourself. That would be awesome. Now that I have made space, I am going to grab some really cool armors that I want to show off myself. I think I'm going to try out this really fancy looking birch log armor. You guys all know that without a doubt, one of my favorite building blocks in Minecraft is birch wooden planks, and I use them in almost all of my buildings and build videos for Minecraft because they are so bright and attractive and really make the place feel alive. So naturally I should try this armor of birch log and see how it suits. I think it looks really good on me, to be honest. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Okay, I think it is now time to up the game a little bit. This could possibly be my favorite armor set in the entire video today, guys. You know how I love to blow things up, and this set of armor is certainly explosive as it is crafted from TNT. That's right, you heard it here first on SubZeroExtabyte's channel. Actual TNT armor. This armor has the amazing effect of exploding and causing lots of damage and destruction to all surrounding blocks and possibly even players or enemies if you are in a battle and decide to use it. Because this is your suit of armor, it also protects you from any of the blast damage. That is really useful, as it means you won't be injured by any types of explosives, and yet you can blow people up all around and blow them all the way to the moon if you want to. I did a video recently where I went into a Minecraft server but in Roblox, and towards the end of the video, spoilers if you haven't seen it, I actually get a piece of TNT and decide to go blowing everyone up, and it was so funny because just one block off TNT sent people flying to the moon. It was crazy. You should definitely go and check out that video if you haven't, and all of my other Roblox videos. The next armor I want to show you is probably one of my second favorites besides TNT, and it is called Obsidian Armor. This would probably end up being the strongest armor in the game, as it is crafted by pure blocks of obsidian that you can only mine if you use a diamond pickaxe, which technically means this set of armor should be much tougher than diamond and therefore almost indestructible. It would be funny if there was an armor just made out of bedrock and it literally was indestructible and couldn't be destroyed. The Obsidian Armor actually has a really special ability. As you know, obsidian forms from the mixture of lava and water, lava being one of my favorite things ever, and because of that fact, whenever you are wearing the full set of Obsidian Armor, you can actually swim and go into lava and touch it without burning or taking any damage at all, which is actually so amazing and useful as you're playing in a Minecraft survival world. I think next we should try and go for an opposite armor to obsidian, which helps with lava and heat. Let's try ice instead and cool things down a little bit. Ice armor is probably the same as glass in the fact that it is probably quite weak and wouldn't take much to smash, break or melt with a little bit of fire or lava, but this ice armor actually adds some nice effects. If you've ever played Minecraft, then you will know that ice is actually really slippy, so when you are wearing this full set of armor, you will go slipping around on any surface as if you were constantly running on ice, even though there isn't any ice on the floor, just on your feet. The next armor to test out is sugarcane, believe it or not. As you can see, I have a really fancy looking green tube armor, which is awesome, and I can actually blend in really well with sugar canes. Let me just hop into creative mode here and grab some sugar cane to place down by the water. You know, considering they only grow by water. So that is another really cool armor that you could try out for yourself if you were ever using this mod. If you were on the beach fishing and an enemy appeared, or you were trying to sneak up on someone on the beach, you could just whip on this armor and lurk and sneak in the sugar cane. Okay, we have a good few more armors to cover before we end this video, but we are running out of time, so let's be quick. Have you ever wanted to use a torch at the same time as a pick or a sword? Maybe you're fighting in a cave and it's pitch black, but you don't have time to place a torch quickly enough. There used to be a really cool mod that let you carry torches around, and believe it or not, it carried the light source with you as you walked, as if the torch was shining in your hand. For some reason, that has never been a feature added to Minecraft, although it would be super cool. This glowstone armor works much like that torch mod I mentioned and allows you to become a walking light ball of glowstone. I am going to dig a tunnel straight down deep into the ground and then across to where there shouldn't be any light, but as you can clearly see, I have a bunch of light coming off me from my armor. This means that you can light up caves wherever you go on your underground adventures as you explore and battle, and you will actually be able to see enemy mobs in the darkness and defend yourself. This is so useful. It also works the same with the jack-o'-lantern armor as well. That is another set of armor that, much like the jack-o'-lantern, can replicate the shining and torchlight in a really cool way. This is a very useful armor for explorers for sure, and definitely worth checking out. You can also toggle the armor to have the glowing effect, which is really handy too. The jack-o'-lantern outfit is really creepy and orange. Orange is a really nice color, and to be honest, I think if my favorite color wasn't light green like it always has been, then my second choice would definitely be orange. Lava is also an orange color, so that is why I am now going to fly out and get rid of those armors and try on one of the last sets for the day. This has been so fun today, guys. This armor is really cool and has a physical block changing effect. This is the snow armor and it is different to ice armor. Now, when wearing this full set, if you walk out onto the water, it will suddenly turn into ice blocks under your feet and allow you to walk across the water really easily. Isn't that amazing? This is by far the best armor to use to escape anyone, as you could just run through water. They would have to swim and it would take them for ages. Or if they even had enough equipment to build a boat and get it onto the water with enough time to catch up to you, they still wouldn't be able to get to you because the ice circle around you as you walk is so big. Unfortunately, you can't sprint, but that isn't a big problem, to be honest. The ice also doesn't last forever, which is really good, as that would annoy me if I ruined the world just by walking on water. At least it would help stop global warming though. The ice does a really cool cracking animation and then shatters. The video is finally coming to a close, and I would like to thank you guys for watching another Minecraft video with me. SubZeroExtabyte, your favorite YouTuber. Just before the video ends, I'm going to try on this command block armor, which makes me look really funny. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and I hope you've seen some really cool armors that you want to try out for yourself in your own games. Remember to comment your favorite armor in Minecraft and subscribe for more videos, or follow my Twitter for updates. Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Thank you.